guys, I'm back again. I'm going to read a book about shapes and patterns. So, let's get started, okay? Alright. Maybe you can see this. Our school's under construction. An architect came off the job site and walked into our classroom. She usually designs buildings, but today she's teaching us how to draw shapes. The architect drew a dot and told us it was a point in space. We knew it was just a dot on the chalkboard. Then she drew away from the dot to make a line. So this is a point right here, and then this would be your line. Our teacher told us what materials to use when making lines. We can use pens, pencils, rulers, crayons, tape, paper, and scissors. We can also use sidewalk chalk and string. Or floss. You never know. Okay. The architect drew another straight line. She showed us how to make an angle. Then she drew more lines, and we learned about wide angles and skinny angles. Guys, this would be an obtuse angle. It is greater than 90 degrees. And down here, your skinny angle is an acute angle because it is less than 90 degrees. The first shape of the architect showed us was a triangle. It has 3 sides and 3 angles. I made a triangle with crayons. It was really fun. I love to learn. Outside at recess, we pretended we were architects and construction workers. I remember to wear my hard hat. We colored on the playground with sidewalk chalk and drew triangles. The next shape we learned about was a circle. The architect drew a dot, and then she helped us draw a curved line around it. The distance between the dot and the curve must be the same all the way around. So right here that you see, right there, that is the radius, okay? If he went from that edge all the way across, I can't even do this right now, from here to here, that would be your diameter. And we'll learn more of that later, don't worry, okay? My classmates and I made more circles. We colored some of them. Okay, remember how I talked about obtuse and acute? Here's a right angle. The architect took out some fancy graph paper to help us draw a right angle. The corner of this book is a right angle. Okay, a right angle measures 90 degrees. And typically whenever you are identifying a right angle, you're going to draw a box around it, okay? In that corner. That represents a right angle. Parallel lines. We've talked about this whenever we went over geography, talked about latitude lines, how they never touch. Okay? We learned about parallel lines. Lines that are the same distance from each other and they do not touch are called parallel lines. Learning about parallel lines and right angles is important. Here's a square. A square is a 4-sided shape with 2 pairs of parallel lines. All 4 sides are the same length. All 4 angles are right angles. Out on the playground, we tried to trick our teacher. One of the shapes that we drew was not really a square. Can you figure out which one is different? That one, right there. How you doing over there, bud? This is not a circle. It is an oval. Ovals are egg-shaped. You could say an oval looks like a circle that has been stretched or squished. Race cars drive on oval-shaped tracks. The jogging tracks around football fields are oval-shaped. Can you think of other ovals? Rectangles are everywhere. The architect told us to look at doors and windows. A rectangle has 4 straight lines and 4 right angles like a square. Only 2 sides opposite each other are the same length. Think about this. A square is a rectangle, but rectangle is not always a square. Our class could not decide which type is their favorite. Short, fat rectangles are really long. Skinny rectangles, or really long, skinny rectangles. Pentagon. A pentagon with 5 sides is called, a shape with 5 sides is called a pentagon. This pentagon has 5 equal sides and 5 equal angles. Here is a diamond, a home plate, a kite, and I do not know what to call it. These are all polygons. A shape with straight lines and more than 3 sides is a polygon. The crescent moon and heart are shapes too, but they are not polygons. They have curved lines. Hexagon. Count the sides of the shape. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, count the angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This polygon is called a hexagon because there are 6 sides. Heptagon. The architect let me work on her laptop computer. We all drew a heptagon just like the one I saw on the computer screen. A heptagon has 7 sides. Octagon. An octopus has 8 legs. An octagon has 8 sides. As our teacher and the architect talked, I realized we could draw hundreds and hundreds of different shapes. A nonagon has 9 sides. Our whole class tried to think of a nonagon in our town or near our school. We couldn't think of any. Maybe for homework our parents can help us find one. Decagon. A decade is 10 years long. A decagon has 10 sides. We alternated the colors red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue to make this shape. Our teacher told us we were making a pattern. Here is another pattern. 1 blue dot, 2 green dots, 1 blue dot, 2 green dots, 1 blue dot, 2 green dots. All but one of the patterns on this page go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you find the different pattern on this page? We'll find it later. And how about this? 2 boards, 1 steel beam, 2 steel beams, 2 boards, 2 steel beams. I guess you could call this a 2-2 pattern. I like this pattern the best. 3 red, 1 blue, 3 red, 1 blue, 3 red. Or you could say 3 triangles, 1 oval, 3 triangles, 1 oval, 3 triangles, 1 oval. What would come next? This is a 3-1 pattern. Here is one more pattern. 1 board, green chalk, 1 steel beam, space, 1 board, green chalk, 1 steel beam, space. We made 2 shapes using this pattern. I have decided not to tell you anymore. Figure this pattern out for yourself. It is really cool. Go back and look at all the borders in this book. There are patterns everywhere. Which page did you like most? Hey, buddy. The architect says we did a great job learning our shapes. My teacher says I am a star. I thought about it. I am really 5 triangles and a pentagon in the middle. Alright guys, that's our shapes and patterns book. I hope you have a great day. Bye!